Hey all! How are we? I don't know why you didn't change the scene then for some stupid reason, but hey, we're here. The World Cup has officially started. The ceremony is nearing its end, and we are going to be tasting our first action of international football. It's going to be a summer full of it. Hopefully, these boys can get the job done and bring it home. But hey, it's too early to talk about England anyway. So, with being a Burnley channel, obviously I thought it's only fair we try and cover some games involving Burnley's internationals at the World Cup. So, obviously, starting with tonight, the opening fixture, which funnily enough was the opening fixture in 2010 when South Africa hosted the World Cup tournament. Are we going to get a similar scoreline? Who knows what is to come? But it's going to be interesting. Three nations hosting this World Cup: Mexico, Canada, and America. So let's see what they've got up their sleeve. There's already been turmoil with people being, visas not being given, etc., and even for referees and things like that. And a lot of people saying that this World Cup's been a bit of a farce to start with. But fingers crossed it can only get better from this point forward. As I say, we are going to be covering games involving some of the clarets at the World Cup. So yeah, if you are still awake at 3 a.m. on Monday, then please do tune in because there's two clarets playing each other at 3 o'clock in the morning. Sweden against Tunisia, and Muggins here is going to be doing a watch along for it. So we can see the battle between Hjalmar Ekdal and Hannibal. For some reason, I think Hannibal's going to come out on top. That and the fact I don't think Ekdal will play. If he does, I'll be surprised. But it is the turn of Lyle Foster. And yeah, like I say, get involved. Get yourself involved in the chat. Whoever's looking forward to it. It is going to be an interesting tournament. Like I say, 48 teams battling it out this time as well. Four debutants. It's just... But it is the epitome of football competitions, the World Cup. For me, it's almost like the FA Cup over the Carabao. Everyone prefers the FA Cup. It's got a level of importance to it. And the World Cup, for me, tops the Euros. So let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do going forward. There's going to be some surprise packages along the way. Let us know who you think is going to be your surprise package. Let us know who you think is going to win the whole goddamn tournament. Infantino is there with the World Cup in his hands, and he's placed it in place at the Estadio Azteca Stadium. What a stadium, by the way, in Mexico. Why is that stadium not hosting the final? That is an unreal stadium. But the players are in the tunnel as well. Like I said, get your comments in. We'll chat throughout the game as well. Mac is in nice and early. Says, hello, hello. Well, here it is. World Cup 2026. Hope you're well, Dan. I'm good, mate. I'm good. I'm here. I'm about to bring you some World Cup watch-alongs. Let's hope for the best, eh? There will be some watch-alongs, like I say, that we'll be doing on this channel, that I'll be doing and bringing to you. And I'll also be on the Absolute Football podcast, which is a podcast that I do go on regular. And I'll be doing some watch-alongs over there too. Like Matt says, it's outrageous situation with the Somalian referee. Beyond outrageous, mate. But fair play for him being awarded the UEFA Super Cup between Villa and PSG. But for me, if you had to pick a side tonight, personally, I think Mexico have got this game. But I've got to back our claret in amongst us. So I'm hoping South Africa can do it against Raul Jimenez. To be fair, looking at both there on the screen, two championship strikers. Because Raul Jimenez has just recently joined Wolves. And again, what a farce that's been with Rob Edwards today. But we'll leave the domestic stuff for now. Max says the Iran team are having to travel to and from their games from Mexico. So staying over in the US. Barry's in. Hope you're well, Baz. I mean, what have you made of that news today? What have you made of that news today? Rob Edwards being basically sacked over social media. Blows my mind, mate. Really does blow my mind. But he says, hope Raul has a good game. Great to see him rejoining us. Hope everything is going well with you, mate. Mate, everything is... It's good. It's good. Football. There's football to watch. That's the main thing. That is the main thing. The players are out on the pitch. And I'm sure we're going to have the national anthems coming up. Max says, to be honest, I wasn't really looking forward to the World Cup, but I think now it's here and had the opening ceremony, I'm slowly getting into it. The more games that you watch, mate, the more you're going to be excited for it. Seven says, I'm just excited to watch the match. Like I said, just having some football, it's just something, isn't it? South African national anthem is in full swing. Lyle Foster belting his heart out. Fingers crossed he can belt his heart out for 90 minutes and grab a couple of goals. But Barry says, regarding Rob Edwards, a massive shock. I mean, yeah, he's just brought Trippier and Raul Jimenez back and then all of a sudden just been shat on by the board, hasn't he? It's a bit of a sickener for you guys. But, you know, let's see what this new Portuguese guy can do for you. Never managed in England before. If my throat sounds ropey, by the way, I had a root canal done at about 2:30 and I was there till knocking on 4 o'clock. So my mouth feels a little bit all over the place. So yeah, do bear with me if I sound like shit. But that said, let's have a look at the teams then. Let's have a look at the teams. I know they'll probably go for it on the screen because I'm no doubt you guys are watching. But let's have a look then. Starting with the home side, Mexico. Raul Rangel starts in goal. Israel Reyes, Cesar Montes, Johan Vasquez and Jesus Gallardo are the back four. Eric Lira is the central defensive midfielder with Roberto Alvarado, Brian Gutierrez, Alvaro Fidalgo and Julian Quinones playing just ahead with Raul Jimenez, the focal point up top. Substitutions, read at your peril. All I will say is, like I say, I were going to put first names in, but hey, that's what you're getting. That's what you're getting. Looking at, this could be questionable for South Africa, because I looked at some of the players in there. There's a guy on the bench called Mo Fokeng. Could you imagine if he's on at the same time as Sitol in the starting lineup? Could be interesting if I'm trying to explain them two making a pass. But it is Ronwell Williams captaining the South Africa side. Bafana, goalkeeper, starts. Kaliso Mudau, Ime Okan, Kasinati, Sibise, Bekazele, Umbakaze, Aubrey Madiba, Teboho Mokoena, Fafelo Sitol, Jaden Adams, Mandem like Lyle Foster is in there, and Ikram Reyners. I don't know why I decided to go proper with his name, but hey, they will be hoping that Lyle Foster is going to be the man to fire them to glory in this World Cup. But like I say, South Africa, the last time they was in it was in 2010, when they didn't even have to qualify because they were a host nation. Max says there as well, McKenna leaving Ipswich. Yeah, that's a mad one as well. Geordie Toon for Life. How you doing, pal? This evening, Dan. Good luck to Burnley next season. Let's see you bounce back. I hope so, mate. I really do. Hopefully they've got rid of VAR by then. But who knows? We shall see. We shall see. So yeah, like I say, looking at the team lineups, you say that Mexico have got this in the bag, but this is why we like the World Cup. It can throw up any result, and there has always been, you know, the odd surprise package, hasn't there? So who knows? Baz says apparently it was the top Fossen owner who made the decision. Typical. To be fair, I wouldn't mind Kieran McKenna, Baz, but I just seem to, like I say, I think he's been linked with a Fulham job as well, and he said he's taking a break from the game as well, which is quite interesting. Yeah, exactly, Mac. Yeah, I'll just put it on the screen. I won't say. Hopefully, I don't have to come to say it in the game. And if I do, then just so be it. It is what it is. But as soon as I saw it, I was laughing to myself when I was writing them out. But should be interesting. Um, Jonas says, pick me up off the floor with Dan's pronounced names of players. That's it. It's difficult, mate. It's really, really difficult. Like I say, it's, some of them, just the pronunciations. I would, like, is the M silent or is the B silent in Beccazelli and Bakaze? Taboho Mokwena, Sfesfelo Sitol. That's the Sabisi first name's interested as well. Uncosinate. See what I mean? It's difficult. At least with Mexico, you've got something with es majority at the end, which isn't too bad. But here we go. They'll be getting all the stuff off the pitch. And so what's this about the actual balls being used in the World Cup as well? Something to do with, like, literally they have to be charged up because there's some sort of technology in the ball. I mean, ridiculous. But we have Brazilian and Paraguayan representatives on the refereeing side and VAR. In fact, no VAR. We've got a Colombian, a Chilean, and a French in there for VAR. Max says, will be some tongue twisters throughout the tournament. You're telling me, mate. You're telling me. Seven says, to be fair, I also couldn't really pronounce Gertza. Yeah, again, interesting. Seven says, I think they were trying to introduce the technology from the Liga or something about detecting if the ball goes ahead of the line. Yeah, because there isn't goal line technology, so it's all counts on if the ball crosses the line, doesn't it, or something? It's really interesting. Probably drugs in the ball. Hey, who knows? Who knows? Anything goes in America. What is it they say about what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas? Well, what happens at this World Cup stays in this World Cup, doesn't it? Oh. Burnley's Lyle Foster leads the line. I hope he bags. I want him to have a really good tournament. It is in Mexico, yes, this game, but still, what happens in this World Cup stays in this World Cup. There's been a lot of trouble actually in Mexico, so that's another reason why I was surprised it went ahead. But quick pictures taken with the referees ahead of the game. But yeah, there's been a lot of cartel trouble in Mexico, hasn't there? I won't have, unfortunately, I won't have a timer. I'm still working on trying to sort the timer out and also a proper World Cup intro as well. But we will get there. We'll get there over the next couple of days. But we are eagerly waiting kickoff. Team huddles now done, and we are soon to get underway. Like I say, you guys might be a little bit in front. I'm watching on RTVX, so I may be about a minute or so behind. But hey, what can you do? So just waiting for the referee's whistle to finally get this World Cup underway. And we're off. The 23rd World Cup. Five and a half weeks of World Cup action. Mexico start with the ball. Not giving up possession just yet. I know we're only 30 seconds in, but still. No, Mackie, upstairs in my room, I haven't got an aerial, so I'm having to watch it through the Xbox on RTVX. So, we'll see. Like Geordie Tune for Life says in the chat, hit the likes and help out. That really would help. I mean, we're monetized sort of now. So memberships and stuff like that should be able to be rolled out. Super chats, etc. really does help. But like I say, I don't expect much from anyone. Just having you guys in, watching with me, getting involved in the chat means a lot. But yeah, any support going forward is phenomenal. So thank you. I have seen the RTV comp. To be fair, I did see it, and then I was going dentist, so I didn't end up doing it. But Kate's in. How are you doing? South Africa work the ball back to their keeper. A good passage of play by the Africans. Trying to look for Ikram, who was trying to get South Africa moving. Oh, is it something like, oh right, fair enough. If it's like every day, I might have a go tomorrow or something then. As I say, if you can, please, no spoilers. It would massively help as we go forward in this World Cup. I want to give you my raw reaction as games happen. My little girl's in the chat as well. Love you lot, says May. Love you more than anything in the world. I'm holding my drink, but there you go. That's for you. So free kick to Mexico. Tried to play a different one, really. I thought they were going to go high and into the box, but it was a terrible free kick, to be honest. What, is that the questions that they ask you, Mac, on that RTV thing? Reyes gets the ball across. What a shot that is. Great save by Ronwell Williams. Raul Jimenez, fierce effort from the edge of the box. To be fair, he doesn't even hit it that cleanly, does he? But well done to the keeper. Gets a safe hand onto it. And it's an early corner for Mexico. Whipped in. Keeper comes out, punches. Mexico still keep the move alive. Tried to get it toward the back stick. And South Africa need to try and clear here. Reyners. Foster. Looking for the run of Rainers, to be fair, I think he would have been offside anyway, but I'm surprised Lyle Foster didn't try going alone there. Even when you look up, you could tell the bloke were offside. Mexico with the start they were probably expecting. Really, a lot of possession, trying to get the ball forward. Defensively, South Africa have to be stronger and more alert in the game. But as the tournament goes on, we will see. Lyle Foster with a wayward pass. So that's another great start. He's played in a pass to an offside player and now just misplaced a pass. Uh, yeah, I might have a look at that tomorrow, Mac. Like I say, we're going to be covering games involving the Clarets in the World Cup. Like I say, not all of them. Otherwise, I ain't going to sleep, and my sleep pattern's going to be knackered. I may as well be out in America. But yeah, going to try and do at least one game for each Claret at the World Cup. Mexico thought they'd had a corner. But was a goal kick. It was taken quickly, but it's going to be another goal kick now. Big ball punt forward. Again, long ball forward looking for Raul Jimenez. Say the Azteca Stadium, steeped in history, steeped in hype. It's a humongous stadium. Like I say, for me, I'm surprised it's not hosting a final. Oh, there's a chance for Mexico, and it is. It's 1-0. Quinones has bagged for Mexico. Again, South Africa can't play like that. You can't play like that at all. That is that's madness. Absolute madness. I really don't get that. How do you... Like, the keeper needs to be more alert there. Lira does well to take down the shot. And he's took it through Ronwell Williams' legs as well. Absolute shower of shit defending from South Africa. The thing is that you do see it too often, Mac. 100%, which you know, people trying to play that short ball every single time, play it to a defender. All it takes is to be put under a bit of pressure, and that's it. You're screwed. We did it quite a lot last year. Pathetic, honestly. You don't want to be giving Mexico that start. Like I say, 10 minutes in, Mexico 1 goal to the good. I thought he were going to play it to the fullback. I honestly thought he were going to play it to the fullback. The way he made it look was like he'd opened his body up, going to play it out to the fullback. Why he went more central? Silly. You're on the international stage. Your awareness needs to be better. That's the thing though, Matt. They haven't got. He might have thought he had the time and space, but he's not even done anything with it. It was a heavy touch. He was put under pressure straight away by Lira. And again, all Mexico have to do is a ball over the top to Raul Jimenez. Simple ball over the top. It's quite comical, really, for an international stage. Yeah, you've got to have an understanding, haven't you, as keeper and defender. Ronwen Williams, like I say, just didn't. Should have thought better. Corner whipped in, free header. Keeper collects. Needs to try and slow this game down now a little bit. What a bad pass that by Bafana. But nobody up front urgent enough to try and read the move. Like, I'm not entirely sure if there's going to be a drinks break as well, 20 odd minutes in. I know they've been requested during this World Cup. But we will soon see. Only 13 and a half minutes on the clock. Adams. Long ball forward. Right idea. He was hoping it would be a little bit more central, but Adele couldn't quite keep the ball in. I agree, mate. It's oh, see, South Africa had the ball there. The referee's not given a free kick, and then all of a sudden, well, did he give the free kick? No, I agree. The play style's really, especially when you look at that referee view for the goal as well. Quinones has lots of time and space to get that shot off. Gutierrez. Battling against Bakazi. South Africa really need to think about the way they play here. Foster. Adams. Mokoena gets it out to the far side. No one making that run on to help him out there. Expected an early ball into the box, but only 2 players in there with 4 Mexico defenders. How do you even make that work? They need to make those runs. Ball whipped in, cleared by Mexico. It's going to be a first yellow card of the game. And the first of the tournament. I think, is that Mokoena? It is. Teboho Mokoena. Aye. One yellow card goes to Teboho Mokoena. One yellow card to Teboho Mokoena. One yellow card to Teboho Mokoena. Hey, Mokoena. Aye. Yeah, we're a clear foul. 100%. The more this stays at 1-0 though, the more this may favour South Africa, and they may have to try and get something from it. But if Mexico kill the game off with a second goal, I think it'll be a lot harder for South Africa to get back into it. Like I say, I really appreciate the support from you guys coming in for these watch-alongs. Like I say, it's going to be, I'm not expecting big numbers during the World Cup. But, hey, I appreciate everyone who comes in, and like I say, we can chat. And talk all sorts. Yeah, South Africa are sort of playing almost like it's some sort of like charity game. Like the keeper's asking, where do you want to play this? Give me some support. Mexico trying to come forward again. Ball picked out. I could see Mexico scoring again here. Shot from range though. Quinones, I thought he could have played in his fellow teammate instead of going for goal. But he's got his first and was definitely eyeing up his second. I appreciate everyone who comes in. So like I say, thank you very much for the love and support. Lyle Foster wins a free kick. think they need to work on the togetherness. Like you say, South Africa, it seems very disjointed. Mexico have another free kick. Is it just me, or is that referee literally clinging on to like 4 strands of hair? That referee should just shave his head. To be fair, Lyle Foster has been crap. I actually wanted him to succeed, but like I say, it doesn't look like he will. He has it now. Cafu, Baggio, Roberto Carlos in the stands, watching this opener. It wouldn't surprise me if that were the tactics, mate. Like I say, it just doesn't seem to be any cohesion. That's something you'd have expected South Africa to work on. You know, knowing that a bulk of these players, they don't all play in the same division. And the keeper's come out here, lost it. They're claiming handball. Referee's claiming handball. Sorry, not the referee. South Africa claiming a handball, but I'm not sure if it was or not. And there's yellow card for Brian Gutierrez. That is a dab. That is pathetic. That is pathetic. That were bad. That like he's doesn't even touch him and then decides to drop after about a second. That were poor. Referee having to sort out a situation in the box. But Mokoena going to take this free kick for South Africa. Ball whipped in, headed away by their own player. And because he tries to play it in, no one there in yellow. It's going to be a goal kick. I think that referee's whistle is a cue for a drinks break. I don't know what have you made of all this stuff in the World Cup? It's interesting, isn't it? Yeah, there needs to be a different strategy, 100%. Everything, Mac. Everything. From hydration breaks to the way this World Cup's been sorted, the match, everything. Absolutely everything. So I'm guessing this that's being advertised currently, Mark, on screen, saying about win 75k and two tickets to the final. That's in regards to that where you do the questions and stuff. Hydration break nearly over. Max says, I don't see an issue with the hydration breaks as it's hot and thin air in Mexico, so going to be hanging. Don't think we can be surprised with the American stuff. Was always going to happen with visas. Yeah, the hydration breaks are necessary. I mean, yeah, I'd have loved to have been a footballer, but being ginger, just, yeah, out in America, I'd have melted. I'd have been able to play 45 minutes and then I'd have had to go and have an ice bath. Ticket price, ridiculous. Ridiculous. Take into account as well that, like, say, Burnley are actually playing in thingy as well in the summer. Madness. What have South Africa got up their sleeve? Mexico. Good ball forward for Alvarado. Ball whipped in, which Williams comes out and collects. It's Reyes with the ball trying to look for Jimenez. Yeah, like I say, flaming nearly like 12 quid for a pint as well. Fucking hell. Makes London look like a flaming corner shop up Stoops. Ball back with the keeper. Exactly. Like I say, it's not just that that tournament is in that country. The United States, Mexico, Canada, they're massive places, and even just America in itself. All the different places there, you've got to get flights to. It'll be absolutely mega expensive. Like Donald Trump will rubbing his hands together because it does great for the American economy, but if that's the precedent that we're going to the precedent that we're going to set when it comes to these tournaments, then yeah, just exactly, Mac. Exactly. Different time zones. Like I say, we have a Burnley fan who comes on here, who lives in Rhode Island, so we do a match preview at 8 o'clock at night. It's 3 p.m. in the afternoon where he is. It's and that's if he's off work, etc., and things like that. There's all sorts. I mean, even Burnley's pre-season games. I think one of them's at 12:30 in the morning. Another one's at 9 at night, and another one's at I think it is it 2 o'clock in the 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock. I don't know, but again, it's stupid times. How ironic that we're in Mexico watching Mexico South Africa, and there's a Mexican wave going around the stadium. Let me guess, there's a guy somewhere smashing some chimichangas and all sorts of stuff. There's a lot of England fans that aren't going to even be able to watch the England games because, like you say, they're up early for work, and some people by 9 o'clock are struggling. More legends. Rival, Pierluigi Collina, Carlos Puyol, David Silva. Some more legends at the Azteca. Great bit of work by Umbakazi. It's out for a throw in, which Reyes looks to take. Alvarado skips past his man. Gutierrez. Quinones. And it's back across. And saved by Williams. Yeah, I get what you're saying there, Mark. They're difficult, them sort of jobs as well. Like to try and work your life around it as well. Um, my stepmom used to do it as well. 6 attempts at goal for Mexico, 2 attempts on target. Like England in the Eurovision, nil point on both for the South Africans. Best thing is, you save money, you can watch the bulk of them at home anyway. So I suppose that's the main positive. I know it's all about the experience and things like that, but I think, you know, a couple of my mates went to the Euros and the last World Cup as well. That last World Cup, I think last 2 Euros actually, but it might have been the last World Cup. I can't remember, but I know they've been to the last couple of tournaments, and it's a header by Lyle Foster and wide. But yeah, it's even they've not bothered with this one because of how expensive it would be. Like I said, you can't really remain settled. Like I said, the longer this game goes on, the more I think South Africa are settling into it. But they do need to put a bit more pressure on it from an attacking incentive. Lera. Back along the back line by Mexico. See, that's what I mean, Mike. It's silly money. Absolutely silly money. Yeah, that's one of those silly rules, isn't it, as well? Like if a player is fouled and requires treatment, but the player that fouled them doesn't get booked, the player that was fouled and receiving treatment has to go off the pitch for a minute. I mean, hey, what will be will be. That could hold a massive advantage for for some. Or maybe it's to minimise the sheer fact of people trying to feign injuries. That's the only issue when it comes to World Cups and stuff, Mac. Like you've said there, you can't really relax because of how services are. Alvarado. Having to play a 1-2 with Lira. Ball played over the top, and Jimenez. And it's a good save again by Williams at full stretch. I think he's just off. It's a good save by Williams, that though. South Africa need to be stronger. It wouldn't surprise me if Mexico score again. I mean, to be fair, Baz, I don't know. I think when it comes, obviously we're not watching England, are we, or whoever, wherever anybody in this chat is from. You know, when you're watching your home nation, it's a bit more enjoyable. But right now, when you're watching two nations that you don't really have a foothold for, it can be quite a difficult watch. Unless it's something like, I don't know, like Fleming Curacao against Germany or something, and Curacao 1-0 up, you're a bit like, oof, this could be an interesting game because of the way it's going. But yeah, that's what I mean. It comes down to emotion when you're watching your national side. Well, it's going to be a South African corner. What a time to equalise this would be. Isn't that the standard, Mac? Isn't that the standard that they disappoint us? You can't beat passion about your club. Like I say, I'm looking forward to what next season brings. I mean, at the moment, we need a manager. We need to know what's happening transfer-wise. We've not released a new shirt yet. Everything's a bit shit at Burnley Football Club as it stands. It's a shot from range. Not a bad effort, actually. Because it looks like it's heading for that top corner as well, but keeper well within that area of his goal to just safely collect. I think you've had I say a lot of good news. I mean, Rob Edwards getting chopped, etc., and you've had two signings. Your shirt's out already. So there's been some sort of excitement. Like I say, for Burnley, where it's been quiet and dead, it's not really Much to say. Oh, so would I, Baz. Like I say, I hate the Premier League. Hate it because it's so shit. But when it comes to the business side of your football club and how long your football club can be sustainable, you need the finances that come with being in the Premier League, unfortunately. And that's the only reason why. I mean, growing up, I used to think, I can't wait for us to be playing the likes of these big teams. And now I just see it as the Premier League's just a big money spinner. Hey, Mac, I got slate as well about Ashley Barnes. You're not on your own there. I said hopefully he comes back in some sort of coaching capacity, if not a playing role. And someone basically said, like, "Are you serious?" And was like, "Why would you even have him back? He's just stealing a wage, blah blah blah." But if I had to choose between keeping hold of Ashley Barnes or Michael Obafemi, I know who I'd be wanting to keep hold of. Not long off half time now. Just over 2 minutes left before we get to that half time mark. Ball pumped forward by South Africa, looking over the top. Alvarado had his arm up looking for the offside. But Madiba is onside. Can he beat his man here? It's going to be a corner. Madiba's not happy there. We'll have to have another look at it. I mean, yeah, it should be a corner. Should be a corner. Alvarado there has got very, very lucky. Exactly, Baz. 100%, mate. Like I say, it's just not sustainable being that team now that, like I say, up, down, up, down. I don't want to be known as that team. And Mexico looking for a second. Gutierrez didn't know whether to take the shot or play the pass. So 30 seconds left of this first half. I can't see South Africa turning this round. It'll be sheer luck if they do. But it is half time. It is half time. Do you know what? I need the toilet. I've been busting for about 20 minutes. So stay with us. We will be back for the second half. Um, but yeah, the toilet awaits. So we won't be long. Hello, welcome back. Second half is soon to get underway. I think that's the world's quickest shit I've ever been for, by the way. Might have been a bit TMI, but that's the world's quickest. Usually I'm on there for ages. You get sidetracked by your phone, you're watching videos, the whole shebang. That was quick. The referee just waiting to make sure everything's in order. And we are underway for the second half. Underway. Arriba. There's a chance for Mexico to go 2-0 up. It's cleared. And what a shot by Gutierrez. South Africa, heavy touch, let them down there. Fidalgo trying to get Mexico back on their front foot again. Oof. Satula's gone for a shot from range. I'm surprised he didn't try picking out. Oh, it's Quinones again. Again, South Africa, wayward passing again. It's shocking defending by South Africa, but again, they could very much, like Seven says in the chat, could be another slip up coming. Brian Gutierrez is in. The referees. He says it's the denial of a goal scoring opportunity. We've had the first red card. Surely VAR looks at this. But Sittle has put South Africa in further of a shithole. I mean, that's so soft. That is very, very soft. That's two people. I don't get how that's a penalty. I don't get how that. To be fair, I think it's outside the box. I don't think that's a sending off. I don't think that is a sending off. Yeah, a yellow, yeah. But it were a tangle between two players. It weren't the denial of a goal scoring opportunity. If he were, both players running at the same speed, that's tough. South Africa have it all to do now. It looks like it's going to be Raul Jimenez or Alvarado that hits this. I think it might be Raul Jimenez. It does. And Gallardo with a bit of a wayward shot. A shit free kick, to be honest. Yeah. I'm not overly. Don't think that was a free kick. Sorry, sending off for me. We've seen teams perform better with 10 men, however. We've seen South Africa perform with 11 men, and it's not been pretty, has it? So, Mexico smell blood. The group chat as well, to be fair, we're saying, about what Ian Wright said before the game, that Lyle Foster has to put himself in the window at this World Cup. And someone said they clearly never watched him play for Burnley. I put what window? The window of effing Poundland. It's like I say, this could be where floodgate opens. South Africa need to wake up. They look just happy to be at the tournament, to be honest. So 1-0, they're still very much in it. Okay, down to 10 men, but ball over the top for Mexico. Can it be kept in by Alvarado? Unfortunately not. Was it full pelt to try and keep it in? Substitution for South Africa. It's looking like Lyle Foster's going to come off. And Batter comes on in his place. Like I say, it's the fact that South Africa look backwards. They're not actually looking like getting on the front foot. The fucking no chance. What life? It's this cheaper. If it's this easy to get, I mean, yeah, that is a foul. But still, I can see a lot of people dropping like a sack of shit in this tournament, trying to win cheap free kicks all over the shop. It's going to be a Mexico free kick. Header up. Cleared by South Africa, trying to get themselves forward. Ball goes out of play. Yeah, that were something, weren't it? What exactly? What gets right on my tits, right, is the fact that these players know that in today's world there's hundreds of cameras on them. That's what bugs me, and they still play up and dive and shit like that. Stupid. Yeah. I mean, I look at players like Gabriel at Fulham in Brazil because he's just done it all year, hasn't he, at Arsenal? Guy's a pain in the arse, literally. I've not even seen that yet, Seven. So, like I said, please no spoilers, so I can give you like a raw reaction. But Cheers, pal. Appreciate that. Adams is coming off. There's a one here on in his place. But I can't see anything other than Mexico. Like, I mean, Mexico really need to be going for it now. Go for the jugular. Try and kill this game off. Get themselves quite a healthy goal advantage. You know, South Africa are there for the taking. The likelihood of South Africa scoring is basically going to be from a set piece. Because from open play, I can't see it coming from anywhere at all. There definitely needs to be some sort of miracle happen. 100%, mate. A miracle or a mistake by Mexico, but like I say, that's what happens in the World Cup. It's not just about those mistakes happening, it's about capitalising on them mistakes as well. So I think Turkey have a good chance of winning their group. Someone's put online, I've watched 9 months of Burnley this season and never felt more South African. Lucas Chavez is on for Mora, and Brian Gutierrez has gone off. And there's now a young 17-year-old lad who's come on for Mexico. To resounding applause. Who's in Turkey's group? What is it? Group D, isn't it? So, oh, Group D, bumhead. It's 2-0! Raul Jimenez! .35 and grabbing his first World Cup goal. That's something. That is something. It is now 2-0 to the Mexicans. And I mean, what a ball over. What? It's just literally a simple header at the back post. It's straight onto his pin. Bang. Right in the back of the net. 2-0 to the horse. It's gone to another drinks break, but like I say, South Africa well out of it now. We're talking there about Group D. It's a tough one to predict. You've got the United States, Paraguay, Australia, Turkey. Like I say, I've actually gone for Turkey to win that group. Yeah, like I say, I'm watching on RTV player, so like I say, I'm a few seconds to a minute behind. There is going to be kick-off again because of that second goal. They might as well ask the plane to taxi itself to runway at this rate, where they've been playing. Jimenez now comes forward. Flags have gone up. It's comical to watch this. Very, very comical to watch. Like I say, for me, South Africa massively need to improve. Massively. I think it's with it being the first game as well. It's one of them where, like I say, one of the host nations, want to give a good account of themselves, but again, I think they'll struggle against stronger opposition. I say there's more bodies across the pitch. It's just, I don't know, I can't see anymore. There's no urgency from South Africa. It's frustrating to watch. It's very much like watching Burnley this year. It really, really is. There's two more changes for Mexico. Lira and Jimenez are off for Alvarez and Gonzalez. Yeah, that's what I mean. They're playing like Burnley, to be honest, aren't they? Shit show. Madibo and Reyners are off for South Africa. And Apollos and Matgopa on for 10 men Bafana Bafana. Just short of 77 minutes gone. Like we said earlier, can't really see anything coming from this South Africa side. The whole team looks disjointed. When they do try to come forward, there's nobody making a run to anticipate a pass. They're very stagnant in their approach, and it just does not help. No, I agree. They're just so out of position. There's no organisation. Tactically, they've got it wrong. And wherever you look, it just seems that Mexico are just there and thereabouts all over the park. So Alexis Vega is coming on for Quinones. Like I say, the only time I've ever seen South Africa organise is when they're in the tunnel doing that little ritual where they're all walking through and they get like clapping, someone at drums, and they're having a bit of a sing song. He just doesn't seem interested, does he? He sort of he isn't getting up off the bench. Like I say, it's almost like they just seem to be happy to be involved in the World Cup. Alvarado's on the deck. Not entirely sure what's happened there. Tell you what, over 80 odd thousand people in that stadium. Fair play. Fair play. The referee's been asked to go to the monitor. I don't know. That's not a red card. I'm sorry, but he's trying to get past Alvarado. And Alvarado's the one who backs into him to hold him off. That. I don't know when you look at it. He does seem to slap him. Let's see what the referee says about this. So South Africa are down to 9 men. Do you know what? Do you know something? I don't know what this were. Is this what? You know what? It wouldn't surprise me if Trump's like, yeah, let's make this so atmosphere. You know, the typical American sort of way. Let's make it so dramatic. Let's make it intense. 2 players sent off in the opening game. Come on. It's madness. Right, so that's on the webcam. That working? I think that might be the actual microphone for the laptop though. Right, are we working now? Please tell me we're working now. Fingers crossed it is. I was just trying to nullify because I've been told that there is a bit of background noise from my noisy parents downstairs. Um, so I was trying to nullify it, but fingers crossed everything's all right. Just let me know. But I'm glad it's sorted. Cheers, guys. Really do appreciate that. Luckily, there's not long left in this game. It's been a little bit comical, if you ask me. Similar to Turf Moor, to be fair, Baz. Like I say, especially under Scott Parker. Jesus Christ. Football in a library just isn't, libraries are louder. Like I say, it's been a poor performance by the South Africans. Very, very poor. Got everything crossed, Baz. Everything crossed, my friend. Hit the 89th minute. Not long left. We'll soon find out how long is left. Hopefully not much. Because this game's been finished for a long time. Hit the 90, so we are going to see how many is added. So, 7 minutes. 7 extra minutes added here. I mean, I do feel bad from Sevens, but like, it's their own fault as well. Alvarado shouldn't really be sticking his arse out to try and invite the pressure for that second red card. So yeah, he can't be slapping an opponent, but at the end of the day, he's enticing the challenge. So he shouldn't be trying to hold the player off that way anyway. It's almost like a dark art that he got away with, but so it's a bit of a silly one. But the first one again was a tangle of legs, really, for me. And the referee's going to give somebody a card here. There's a lot of players surrounding the referee. But he's been sent off as well. Cesar Montes. Three cards in the first game. I'll tell you what. Is this match fixing? Is there some match fixing going on? I mean, it is a clear foul. It is a clear foul. It absolutely wipes him out. So it's being reviewed. This ref is brutal. So they're saying that the red card for denial of a goal scoring opportunity, which you didn't think you'd say when it comes to South Africa being on the front foot, it is a sending off. It is a free kick, but like the commentator said, we've had more red cards than goals. It is suspicious, isn't it? So many red cards in the opening game. In a world tournament where these players should be more disciplined, more organised. Brutal. What a shit free kick. What a shite free kick. That was pathetic. Pathetic. You had a chance to have a go at goal, South Africa, and get your one shot of this game, and you waste it with such a dross effort like that. Ali McCoist is communicating on this game, and even he would probably think that's poor. I mean, just surprised by that, to be fair. I'm very surprised. 3 minutes left. Got to think, they're in Mexico. It won't surprise me if there's $20 rolled up his arse for this referee, allegedly. Ugh. It is 10 verse 9. And 1 minute to go on the clock. Thank God. So fair play to Mexico. Came here with a game plan, executed it quite well, but the game's still not over. Chance for a third. Alexis Vega tries to pick out his man. There might be a minute or so added on top of it as well, due to the sending off. A very interesting opening fixture. But no, I thought they might have played more, but the referee hasn't. He's stuck to the 7. And the co-hosts off to a brilliant start. Got, like I say, South Africa. Oof, you've give yourselves a mountain to climb. Mexico, the winners. I think potentially maybe back on Saturday with Qatar against Switzerland. Keep an eye on what Zeki Amdouni is doing from a Burley perspective. If not, then it will be Monday, 3 a.m. when Sweden face Tunisia. Hjalmar Ekdal versus Hannibal Mejbri. If it's hot like this game, Hannibal's going to go off at first 5 minutes. But we shall see. We shall see. The horse winning this one by 2-0. 3 red cards. Wow. The World Cup has well and truly started, hasn't it? Thank you very much to everyone for watching. Really do appreciate it. Until the next one, take care and yeah, keep up to date with us on all our socials. Thanks a lot and yeah. I mean, come on England.